7, as a matter of fact.
Allen under pressure again and swung down. Taco Charlton gets there early in the half.
Should throw the ball. They choose to run it anyway. Don't quite get there.
Wicks wrapped up by Takkarist McKinley, and it sets up 4th down.
Coach in college football history, and right now the Bruins are fired up. McKinley.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Fritz the King, man. I'm here doing this Versus series, but before I do that, make sure y'all check out Hiatus Coyote. That's what y'all hear playing in the background. Great vibes, great independent vibes. Open your music category. Let's go. Alright. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, y'all, what's going on, man? And so, like I said, I'm going to be real consistent with this Versus series. And today we getting straight to it. Takkarist McKinley versus Taco Charlton. But before I do that, thank you guys for watching these videos. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for the comments. And oh yeah, man, again, open your music catalog, man. It's more to life than just, you know, the radio. All that trash they play on the radio. I don't even listen to it. I create music and I also spread good vibrations. So Hiatus Coyote, get him a listen. And as you can see, I got the notes filled up. So I'm starting right now with Takkarist McKinley. Takkarist McKinley, UCLA. Here goes his breakdown. The good, the bad, the ugly versus Taco Charlton. What can you expect if you are drafting him, if your team is drafting him? Getting right into Takkarist, I don't know exactly, Takk. Let's just call him Takk McKinley from UCLA. DN, 6'2", 250 pounds. Games watched, Colorado, Utah, and Stanford. And I got a little bit of the USC game. Got a bunch of notes on this kid. Listen, there's a lot to like about this DN. Not the biggest in stature. Well, hold on. Before I just start giving my opinion, let me just go straight to the notes and what I wrote down. So, good initial burst, can get washed out at times, will chase with very good effort. You know, did a good job with his initial rushes and didn't give up if they didn't work. I saw UCLA use him a lot at DT, so they use him a lot at defensive tackle. Played a lot of stand-up, but when they did stand him up, he blitzed. That's one thing that I noticed that UCLA did. They blitzed him a lot when he was standing up. You know, and so just getting into some of his numbers, 18 tackles. This was in 2016. 18 tackles for loss, 10 sacks. Let's just get into the games, man. The Stanford game, I was very, very... Hold on, let me turn this music down a little bit, y'all. Sometimes the music can throw me off a little bit because it's so good and it's grooving. I'm like, dang, I want to just groove with the hey. But nah, we talking football, so let's talk. So anyway, when you're talking about this guy, and I was talking about the Stanford game, I saw a guy who... The thing about Takk is his pass rush skills aren't on the level of a Taco Charlton. Taco Charlton is a little bit smoother. He's a little bit quicker. But Takk is an extremely good finisher. Finishes on rushing downs and finishes well on passing downs. He converts speed to power very, very well. He's a little stiff, so he doesn't move quite as well as like a Taco Charlton or a Solomon Thomas. However, his effort makes up for that. You watching the Stanford game, you chasing around Christian McCaffrey all game. But he didn't give up. Made plays on the ball, got a couple sacks, caused a couple hurries. That's what I'm looking for. That's what a defensive coordinator like Rod Marinelli is looking for. The Utah game, he was off the charts. 2 sacks and a fumble. That was the game that I said, whoa, this kid is jumping off my screen. They basically couldn't block him. They rushed him from the left and the right end, and that was something that I said, this is what I like. Because in Dallas' scheme, or not even just Dallas, in a bunch of team scheme, they want to, now the way the NFL is going, they want defensive linemen who can camouflage, who can do a bunch of different things. And that's what I liked about Takk McKinley a lot. He's not the biggest guy, but he plays with a bunch of heart. So he's only 6'2". So I did see times that when an old tackle or, you know, a left tackle locked in, he was done. But then there were times where he would use his rip, he will use his punch and be able to get off a block. So I did like that a lot about Takk. So these are my notes on Takk. Like I said, hustle is off the charts. Production was very good as well. Will chase, won't give up on plays, because you watch a lot of plays and you see D linemen, if the play doesn't funnel their way, they'll start to give up. That was not Takk at all. A very good player and a very good prospect. Will definitely go in the first round. Taco Bell Charlton. All right. I just want to get that out of the way. That was mad corny. But look, Taco Charlton, a very smooth athlete. Let's get straight to the notes. Great bend. Not super active in the run game, but will come up and stick his head in if the ball funnels his way. Speed off the edge was very good, very exceptional. This is one thing I noticed about Taco Charlton was that once he figured the tackle out, it was a wrap. Once he figured the snap count out, it was a wrap. So basically, it was almost like he was a boxer. The first 2 quarters, he was figuring his way out. And then by the 3rd, 4th quarter, like the Florida State game, I watched Florida State, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Indiana. The Florida State game was amazing for me. He's chasing Dalvin Cook all over the place. But again, once he got that snap count off the ball, it was one play. I don't know. I forget who was the Takkarist or some tackle who was for Florida State. He jumped the ball. It was a wrap. And that's what I'm looking at as a DN. His bend on that play, the offensive tackle didn't even get out of stance. So these are things that you're looking at. His spin move, excellent. His bend, excellent. The problem with Taco, or not really a problem, but something that he will have to, get better with, is his strength. He's going to have to put on weight because, again, he's 6'7", 277, but he doesn't play with power exceptionally well. So against the run, these old tackles in the league, you thinking about Joe Thomas, they'll just muscle him, and you don't want him to constantly get washed out of plays against the run. So that's something that the team that drafts him, you will have to have a plan. Year 1, maybe he's a rotational player. Then he comes in, puts on more weight, and continues to grow in his role. But I do like Taco Charlton a lot. I see the athleticism that people are talking about, and a high-end ceiling for me with his size and just how his play recognition, because he had very good play recognition. I see a JPP. I see a guy who, even when he didn't get his rush off, he was able to knock the ball down. He was very active, and that was something that I liked about Taco Charlton. So, here comes my conclusion on this Versus series. Who wins this one? Who is more NFL ready right now? From my notes, I gave a lot of for this one, I will admit this was hard because both players are exceptionally well and they do a lot of the same things good. So they have good hustle. Like, neither one was really slouches. Takk was more of a finisher, but Taco wasn't a slouch in that department at all. Takk had good bursts, but Taco probably had better burst or better bend, was quicker, and that's weird because of his size. You think he would be longer, or it would take him longer to get going, but his first step was amazing. Taco Charlton's first step was really good for me, especially as the games went on. Long story short, who do I think is more pro-ready right now? I would have to say Takk McKinley, just because of the fact of how he plays the run, and he doesn't give up much. Because he plays the run good, it's not like you have to bring him off the field on 3rd downs because he can still get to the quarterback. That's not to say that. I think also, though, to balance things out, I think that Taco has a bigger NFL upside. So I probably just said a lot without saying anything, but it's like 1A, 1B, but I'm going to have to go with Takk for this Versus series. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think. Get in my comments. Eat me up. Chew me up. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk back to you all. It's your boy Foots the King. Follow the page. Follow the music. We out.